Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to do a review featuring this stroller that I have right here. It's by the brand Born Free, and I'm not sure if it's pronounced Liva or Liva, but I really like it. I did buy this myself. I bought it as an open box item on Amazon, and I'm really excited about it so far. You may be wondering why I have this stroller, being that I absolutely love my Juvie Cool stroller. I've done a couple of videos featuring that one, and I will link them up above as well as down below. That is a large stroller. As I've mentioned in both of those videos, that stroller really, the only con for me is just that it's really big and also quite heavy. So although I love it, I'm limited on how much I can use it, especially when traveling. We don't travel a ton, but we do have a flight upcoming, and I really seriously considered bringing that one, but I just did not want anything to happen to it. So I went on the hunt for a compact stroller. I did not want something ultra compact. I wanted it to still be comfortable and have some features like a canopy and a basket and a comfortable push with some suspension. I knew I did not want like a super ultra compact stroller, but I'm really excited about this one because I feel like it offers a lot of the things that I'm wanting in terms of being compact, lightweight, but still have a lot of the features of a full-size stroller. This is not a modular stroller, so it can only face forward. It does not have the option to parent face, which I thought would bother me, but hasn't been an issue so far. I have only had this stroller for a couple of weeks now, but I really have been enjoying it, and I will go through some of the things that I really like about it. First and foremost, when I was looking for a stroller, I really wanted something with leatherette handles or leather handles. I absolutely love the way that looks, and I love the two-toned gray on this. I just think it's really pretty. I really like the frame on this. The metal finish is really complementary to the gray, and overall I just feel like it's very sleek. Now in terms of price point, when I bought it, the retail price was $199. I bought it as an open box item on Amazon for $124. I was a little bit worried because it was open box acceptable, so I was nervous that it was going to be missing something, and I honestly am not sure why it was listed as acceptable. Everything about it seems to be in brand new flawless condition. The one thing about this stroller that I don't love, and I wonder if part of the reason why it was listed as acceptable, it has two options here for click-on additions. One is like a phone holder, and then this side is where you're supposed to put the cup holder. I didn't even bother. It looked like that was maybe the one item that had been used, and it didn't click on here very well. And in my experience, those types of additions just end up falling off, especially when you fold the stroller. So I'm just gonna go ahead and probably add my own type of like parent console if I need that. It does have like an included little bag right here, which is nice, but that's some of the only things that I really didn't think was worth even bother putting on. I do like the phone holder. That has worked well for me so far, so I figured I would just kind of go through and talk about the stroller because I couldn't really find a lot of information about this one before I bought it. So I'm excited to show you guys how I like it and what each of my three kids look like in it. My youngest two are sleeping right now and my oldest is at school, but I do have some pictures of her in it. This does have a 50-pound weight capacity, which I think is pretty great. My 6-year-old isn't even quite 50 pounds yet, so she technically could ride in this. I'll show you some pictures of that here. My 3-year-old and my 8-month-old are the ones that ultimately I bought this for, and I've been really enjoying it. Okay, I have my two youngest now. Rhea is 3 years old. She's 38 inches tall, 35 pounds. Olive is 8 months old, and she is pretty average, a little 70th percentile-ish. So she's a little above average in size. Oh goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what they look like in the stroller. You wanna go first? For Rhea, I would probably 3-thread the harness up to the upper portion, but just to show what it looks like, I'll do this here. There we go. Is that better? Okay, we loosened the straps up quite a bit for Rhea, just so that it would actually work. We're gonna cover that Velcro piece there. We can see what it looks like with the leg rest down. Is that better? Okay, so this is my 3-year-old in here. And as you can see, when I unlock the stroller, even while I'm holding a baby, and even with almost 40 pounds of a child in here, I'm pushing this one-handed without really any difficulty, and that is ultimately why I wanted this stroller instead of using any other like small compact stroller. The push on this is just really superb. As you can see, her head fits there pretty comfortably. She's in the full upright position, and here's what it looks like with the canopy. She's able to have her head all the way back. Do you want to go back? You want to lay down? And that's what she looks like reclined. And of course we could put the leg rest up then, and she'd have a little bit more comfort for laying down if she needed to. Okay, Olive's turn. So that was actually much easier than I thought. As you can see, these shoulder pads here are fixed, so I thought it would be really difficult to transition tightening the straps. But right now the straps are about as tight as they go, which is really comfortable for my youngest. I had them at their almost full length for my 3-year-old, but I was able to flip back and forth really easily because even though these are fixed and can't be removed, they're really easy to scrunch up, and then you can do your adjusting and then just pull the pad right back down. And that was really, really simple to do. So now with my youngest, it's really nice to have, it's nice that the leg rest is up because then her feet can be supported. But of course, well, that's not gonna take long. She's teething. Of course, you have the option of putting the leg rest down, which is really, really nice. I also noticed that in order to put the leg rest down, you do need to push both buttons. But in order to bring it back up, it's just a one-handed motion. And then it locks into place. So that's really, really nice. So let's go over some of the features. As I mentioned, I absolutely love the handlebars. I just think that they're so pretty. You can see that they've got like a perforated design so that they're a little more breathable. One of the complaints about the stroller that I saw when I was looking for reviews was that when the canopy is fully upright, it does hit the handlebar. So it does hit your hands here. That really doesn't seem to bother me, but it was something that I saw mentioned because even when it's up like that, you can see it's gonna hit your hands. So if that bothers you, that is gonna be an issue, but that was one of the things to notice. One of the reasons why I think that this handle is so upright is that it does really help maintain a very, very compact design. I feel like the footprint of this from back of stroller to front of stroller, it's amazing going from a really big stroller like the one I had been using to this. I really just feel like I can go anywhere. I'm not limited at all. This really basically, it doesn't take up any more space than like a person would standing. So I really, really like that. The belly bar on this is quite nice as well. It does completely pull and swing away. It does rotate 360 degrees, which is a great feature, and then it clicks in independently on each side, so you can detach either one or remove it altogether. I'm hoping that maybe in the future they would add like a snack tray option, but for now the belly bar is what comes with the stroller. You have the 3-point harness, and then you have a nice little Velcro here, which covers the button, and that's nice just because then it doesn't get in the way, and it even just sort of protects it, and ultimately it just like it maintains that really sleek aesthetic, which I really, really like. On this side, even though there isn't the snack tray, there is a nice little mesh pocket where you could put something for your child if you need it. And then as far as storage on the back, like I had shown before, you have the nice little flap here. There's nothing to hold that shut. It's basically just a little pocket you could put your phone or whatever in, as well as the little phone holder over here. There is a nice little like tension piece which keeps your phone nice and secure, so I actually have been using that and like it. As far as the basket goes, it's basically what you'd expect with a stroller like this. I do like that you have pretty unencumbered access here. Some of the other smaller strollers that I've used, I have the Urbini Reversi stroller, which is another really great compact stroller. I wanted something that had really good one-push capabilities, which this stroller has, so I'm not taking the Urbini Reversi with me. But that one does have like a bar, an X bar across the basket, so it's hard to get in and out. This one, while the basket is somewhat small, just because the footprint of the stroller is small, I do feel like this is pretty good access in and out of this basket, and I think it's a pretty great option. The brake is down here. It's just a one-step brake. You can see that. You push it down here to lock it. It's a pretty sturdy brake. In fact, it's kind of hard to do barefoot, and then you unlock by pushing it forward. The push on this stroller is really what I love about it the most. I can sit here and swivel it all day with one hand, even one finger, and it just spins around on itself perfectly. Even when I have my kids in here, I just find that this push is really, really great. Another thing to note is that you can lock the front wheels. Here, there's a little latch so that you can lock those into fixed position in case you need to do that. I don't really ever bother with that. I suppose it's for like if you're on different types of terrain, but it's nice to know that that's an option. The wheels do come off pretty easily. You pull that. When I was assembling the stroller, it took me a second just to realize how to do that. But nice to know that all of the wheels are very easily removed with those little metal tabs. The recline on this stroller I thought would bother me because it isn't the one-handed design that I'm used to, but it has been really pretty easy to do. So you pull on the tab here with your one hand, and then you pinch these tabs and pull it forward to get a more upright seat for your child. It's pretty great that way. It has a pretty good upright seat. Now, one of the things I love is that this does have a pretty generous recline. So when it's fully extended, I find that it's a great option for our kids to nap, which is one of the reasons why I got it. I do love the canopy on this as well. As you can see, this panel kind of folds in. It has a nice frame inside of that so it stays taut. So if you only need a small bit of the canopy, you can maintain like that nice look. But then if you need a little more coverage, you can pull that out. And now there's a lot of shade provided. There is the option to check in on your kids. One of the other things that I saw was a complaint for the stroller is that there's nothing that keeps this little flap up. There's no Velcro or magnet or anything. Something that would be a nice addition, but hasn't been an issue for us so far. I certainly don't mind flipping that up and back if necessary. Then we can talk about how the stroller folds, which is definitely one of its strong suits. So it's a two-step fold. You push this button to the side and then pinch the button down here. I'm gonna do it with my right hand. So it's a two-step process, and then the whole stroller just kind of collapses. It locks in here with the latch on the right side. When you're ready to unfold the stroller, you just pull that latch out, and the stroller clicks back into place. When the stroller is folded then, one of the cool things is that it does have an included shoulder strap, so you can carry the stroller over your shoulder using the strap that's provided, and that was hidden underneath the canopy. So that's a nice feature in case you need to be carrying the stroller through the airport or whatever. I want to unfold it again and show one more feature that I didn't talk about, and that is the leg rest. So one of the other reasons why I was excited about this stroller is just that I feel like it'll work for all three of my kids potentially if it needs to. So there's buttons on either side of the leg rest so that you can fold it down. And that way it's a little bit easier for like my older kids that want to have their legs bent, but I can fold it like this, and then it's a little bit more comfortable for my smaller baby so that she can have her legs extended, especially if the seat is reclined. Then it's a little bit more like a napping position. And especially for a small stroller like this, I think it's pretty great that it has that option. So there's the fully upright position, partially down, and then fully down. And then you can see that there's the shoulder strap there, which doesn't get in the way, it just kind of hides away in the basket. One of the other things about the stroller that may or may not be a con, one of the things that I was looking for was a stroller with rubber wheels. I prefer that, but trying to find something in the $150 and under price range, I was somewhat limited on that. These are not rubber wheels, but I haven't been having any issue with them. They are plastic or foam, whatever, but I find that they actually have a decent amount of give, and I haven't had issues with them, but we will see how they hold up over time. There are some springs on the front of the wheel, so I do feel like there is some suspension, which I really, really like. Now we can talk about one of the other things that I like about the stroller, which is the fact that it is car seat ready without any additional adapters at all. Now, disclaimer, they only say that a certain number of car seats work with the stroller, but none of even those ones actually click into place. What it has are straps on either side, and they're hidden in these nice little pockets, which I think is really cool, so that if you don't need them, you can just put them out of the way. But right here they have the little straps, and you can kind of thread those through, and that way you can put a car seat on here and buckle it into place like so. Now, like I said, it only lists a few select car seats that are supposedly compatible. Mine is not one of those. However, I've been using my car seat on it just fine because, again, I can latch it in, and I'll show you what that looks like now. So I have the seat fully reclined again, and I've left the belly bar in place because I feel like it adds a little bit of extra security. And this is what my car seat looks like on the stroller. This is the Britax Elite Be Safe 35. I think that's the exact name for it. So as you can see, the straps here, let me take that out of the way. So I can take those straps, thread them through my car seat's seatbelt slot, and still buckle it and tighten it in there so that it's really, really secure. So I've been using my car seat on here. I realize that that's maybe not recommended, but I really feel like it's as secure as any other car seat would be because there is that latch. You could, I suppose, use the belly bar or take it off. I find that the belly bar adds a little bit of extra support, but I really think most car seats probably could work on this. but that's what mine looks like. And that's one of the reasons why the fact that this stroller is not a modular stroller doesn't bother me, because the only child that really would ever need to be parent facing is my infant, and because I can have her in the car seat and have her facing me that way, not an issue for me. One of the cool things that came included with the stroller is a travel bag. I know a lot of times you have to buy that separately, so I thought it was really cool that it came with. So let me grab that. Here is what the bag looks like. It does say Born Free on it. And we can go ahead now and put the stroller in here, which I'm excited about having because it folds up really compact. I'll probably just slip it in this pocket or put it in the basket. And when we're ready to board the plane, we can gate check the stroller, put it in the bag, and that way it's protected. And I just feel like now the stroller is going to be so much more protected when we do go to check it. Although maybe I should have put it in the opposite way. I'm just going to see how it fits if I'd put it in the other way. I also wanted to show that the stroller does stand on its own, which I know is a really important feature for a lot of people. All right, there's the stroller standing. You can see that's there. You've got your shoulder strap. Stays put. Now I'm going to try putting it in the bag the opposite way. Okay, it definitely fits better if you put the wheels in first, which makes sense, and then now it stands on its own, which is quite nice. So I think that's everything I was going to show you guys about this stroller. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will do my best to answer them. I will link it to Amazon down below just because I think right now they have the best price on it, as well as options for open box if you want to save a little extra money. Again, mine came used box acceptable, and all of the accessories are included, and the stroller was in virtually flawless condition. So that's where I will link it down below. And again, hopefully you can find more information about it if you're interested. Otherwise, feel free to leave me a question. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.